the feeling of ownership that you have over independent music is unparalleled. When you go into a studio to sing a film song, and yes, you want to try and understand what that character is going through, what your music director is telling you to do, and not do whatever you want.
If I have a party at home, I will dance to a remix. Yeah, I'll dance to the Saki Saki remix that Neha Kakaria sung. Yeah, I will. My kid will if I don't. But so nothing against that. But we are missing out on something really precious, special, and something that we can remember for always.
Hello everyone, welcome to peepingmoon.com. I'm Rashita Sahani and today I'm extremely pleased to be chatting with Shalmali and Sunidhi Chauhan for their latest song, You're Is Beautiful. Hi you guys, how have you been?
Great. Super hit. We're all at home, but we're all smiles because of this release, and it's exciting even though we're indoors, but we're making the most of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We're so happy that the kind of response it's receiving. It's amazing. Yeah.
Okay. And firstly, tell me, how did you two plan the song? Yours Beautiful. It's like a self-love anthem, and I heard it. So you tell me more about it.
Thank you for calling it self-love, because I'm glad that you hear it like that. Although it wasn't written with that in mind,
Okay.
I wrote it. It's actually a true blue love song. It's just it came from a place of me just wanting to tell my boyfriend that I love what we have, and what we have is beautiful. And so I wrote it as a gift to him, and I thought it would make a mighty amazing gift if Sunidhi Chauhan was to sing it with me. So I asked her over text message if she would sing this song, which I don't plan to release, but I just want to gift to my boyfriend. And she heard it, she liked the song, and she said, yes, why not, let's do it. And we ended up singing the song and gifting it to him, and then that was that. And for a couple of months, neither of us spoke about the song. We did other things like catch up over coffees, and went for a run one day, but we didn't speak about the song. Then one day I told Sunidhi that I'm putting together my English album, and that I would really love for it to be on the album. Is that okay with her? And she said that, yeah, sure, why not? And then that led to us deciding to make the music video also to it. So from a place of not intending to release the song to putting it on an album, shooting a video to it, we've really seen this song through a lot of seasons so far.
Oh, that is excellent. In fact, I don't think a lot of people know about the song not being released for an album and just being there as a gift. That's great. Sunidhi, you tell me, how was it, coming on board when Shalmali told about the music video and shooting it, and you two look great in it, I must tell that.
Yeah, to that I was ecstatic. I was very happy because I didn't think first of all कि इस गाने का video होगा, because it's a very melodious, very soulful, and a simple song. It's not really by both of us. It's not even really sung. Like, we've not improvised too much. It's just whatever, however it felt on the mic, whatever came naturally. That's how we recorded this song. So when she spoke about the video, I was very happy that something like this would actually come with the visuals. And when they were discussing the visuals, I was very happy with how it was going, but I was still skeptical कि ये जैसे हम बात कर रहे हैं वैसा निकल के आएगा कि नहीं. But I was amazed to see what the team had, they had put in so much hard work in it, and it was shining. The moment I saw it on that screen, I was like, oh my God, I didn't expect this to look like this. So congratulations to the team and Shalmali, because it eventually it's the vision. If you have that vision in your head, and the more difficult part is to execute it. So you have some like-minded people like Gigi Visha, the director, DOP, our DOP, Kaz. All these people just made it happen, and the result is in front of you. How beautiful it looks.
I'm sure, definitely. And the song is of course sung in English, and what was your idea like to present it to the Indian audience or the Hindi speaking audience and making it relatable for them as well? How, was that challenging at any point?
The audio part of it, maybe Shalmali will tell you, but the video part,
Yeah.
Shalmali and I, you remember, we had a discussion about this, that no matter the fact that it's an English song, but we have to make sure that it reaches out to the masses, to each and everyone, fans of you, fans of mine, who have heard only our Hindi songs, but they know our faces, they know how we look like, they know our personality. So it has to come through. And after a lot of discussion, we reached to this point. So yeah, that was definitely talked about. And the audio, yeah.
Yeah, and as far as audio goes, there was always a concern that we'll alienate the Hindi listening audience, which is why the promotion up until the release of the song, there was no mention of the language of the song. And that was for a reason, because we wanted the Hindi music listening audience to at least give it one hearing, one listen, to decide if they like it or not, instead of shutting it off. But yes, to me, that was playing on my mind. But I also knew somewhere that I had to come face to face with the fact that predominantly the audience that I have built over the last couple of years are Hindi speaking. And that in order to build my English speaking audience is going to take a few more years to happen. But having said that, I think the promotion of the song happened the way I wanted it to happen. Because on the 9th of April, when we released the song, everybody was in on it and they were accepting of the song, regardless of language. Also, the language is very, very simple. There are no metaphors or like difficult words that are not understood. So I think it's a good first English song to have put out.
I must add something to that I am really amazed to see the change in our audience.
Yeah.
I can see it. I can feel it, that they are welcoming this new thing. They don't care about the language now. They just heard the song, they heard the melody, and they have this reaction to it. So we always say, right, melody is king, and language is no bar. It's all music. So I think it's happening now. I can see it, and it's a beautiful thing. I'm so glad that it's a start from Shalmali, and a lot of others will follow and will get more confidence about doing something like this. Because if the tune is king, then it doesn't matter. People will come around. They will Google and find out what the meaning of this song is, maybe, and yeah, it's all about that. It's great. It's great to know how people are really welcoming this.
Completely agreed. And that also happens because in India, we hear so many Spanish songs today. We do not understand those songs, but the tune and the way it's presented, we love to listen to it. So yeah, completely agree to that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sunidhi, talking about trying something new with this song, were you at any point hesitant to do it? Now that, of course, the response has been great, but earlier when you were approached for the music video, at any point did you think that a little bit of hesitation is there?
Strangely, I have probably felt a little hesitant towards doing some of the Hindi songs that I've done, but in this case, like I've had issues with, okay, I like the song, but the lyrics are not too comfortable. I won't sing it. So I've said those things. I've done that. But with this song, there was no hesitation at all, except for my costume trial. The first time I wore that deep neck, I was like, okay, are you sure you want to wear this in front of the camera? Yeah, to sab theek hai, but will you be comfortable? But I was definitely made so comfortable by the entire team and Shalmali herself. That I could pull that, and pull that off. And yeah, that was
and I would have never thought that you would have an issue wearing that deep a neckline, because to me and to everybody else, Sunidhi Chauhan is a goddess. She can wear and do and sing anything. And so like all this, when she says all this now, I feel like, really, this is what goes on in your mind. It's amazing.
For a bit, yes, but like I said, I was okay then,
That's great. And you actually looked great, as I mentioned earlier also in the song.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome. Shalmali, you tell me, how was it putting this song as the debut one for your album that you have, you're planning to release? So how was that plan?
Well, the plan was always to do it, like how they do it in the West, with an album always having a single that drives the audience to listen to the album. So there had to be a music video to at least one of the songs. And it was a pretty logical answer which song that would be. And when Sunidhi was really upbeat about it and was keen on doing it, I said that it had to be Here Is Beautiful. And it turned out just so, it was so fluid, the process of us deciding to do it, who should do it. Of course, there was a bit of a taxing period where we didn't know when we would shoot it because of the pandemic situation and how big the crew would be, etc. There was that, but it all fell in place. And we spent 2 days in at this place called Pavna near Lonavala, where we shot the video. We stayed there. Teg was there, Sunidhi's son, and so every time we would finish the shoot and come back into to the villa that we were staying at, he would be there running around on his scooter everywhere.
Yeah.
So it was a great time. I think it all fell in place.
Okay, amazing. And with indie music being the top trend in India these days, which it wasn't so much before. It wasn't that fashionable. So, do you think that artists are getting more creative liberty and more opportunities?
I think there is a platform now to exploit, and it's out there. Like it's there. People know independent music can be done, is being done on a big scale, small scale, and all of that. But having said that, I don't know if people are taking risks. I don't know how much people are really going with what their gut is telling them to do, or if they're just doing something that's trending, like that whole reggaeton phase that happened. I did a reggaeton song. Kalle Kalle is on a reggaeton beat,
Hmm.
and although I like the song, and then we did it, and it did well, and it really does work.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it doesn't work. It does work when you go with the tide. But does it give you the kick that a musician needs time and time? That feeling of, oh my God, I just did something that I love. I don't know. So I feel like although this platform does exist, I don't think musicians are taking the risk and doing what their heart is telling them to do.
Okay. And Sunidhi, as someone who has been in the industry for so long, for almost 25 years, how do you see the changing trend as? And is there anything that you find, in the modern day very interesting in terms of music?
Uh, see, the music has been changing ever since I became a part of it. A part of this industry. Every 5 years, every 10 years, there was a different change. There was change in sound. Uh, Rap really came into the scene in a big way, and it's still strong. So, like I said earlier, if it's tastefully done, then it's all fine. There are some songs where where you find that okay, this was not required. This is just too forced. People try to do something, and it shows. It shows like it's an effort, and then it's not so pleasing to the ears. But uh, change is something that's constant. So, and luckily, I've been a part of all of it. Till now, I have been a part of that change. I'm only uh, what I miss now is great melodies. I know we did those fast paced songs even then. I know we did those item numbers, but they were really good melodies. They were difficult to sing. They were as good as difficult as any melodious slow number. Because I remember how much how challenging it used to be for me to stand on that microphone and sing those songs with that kind of push, and making sure that they don't sound like each other, because when you're doing something similar back to back, then वो human है, it's a human thing कि आप एक ही चीज कर रहे हो. And I was like, we were recording every day, and probably six songs in a day sometimes. So it was more difficult and more challenging to make sure to not forget what I did last, and just keep going, further and better, keep getting better. So I'm happy with whatever is happening, not too happy. So I'm gonna get too happy when I keep doing my independent music now. So I don't want to blame it on anyone. I don't want to say anything uh, which might be, because there's a lot of audience out there who likes that song. I do understand कि आप उन्हें cater ही वही कर रहे हो तो वो वही सुनेंगे. They don't have a choice, but they are dancing to it. If I have a party at home, I will dance to a remix. Yeah, I'll dance to the Saki Saki remix that Neha Kakkar has sung. Yeah, I will. My kid will if I don't. But so nothing against that, but we are missing out on something really precious, special, and something that we can remember for always. This will come and go.
Definitely.
That's why they are made again and again, because wo hoga, so we just have to just come out of the clutter and just think what you're doing. We have to put that thought. There has to be a thought process behind anything that you do, anything that you put out.
Definitely, I'm sure. And what according to you is the major difference between singing a song for a film and lending your voice for an independent song, as you mentioned now? So, do you find any difference in that, or is it just the same?
It's not the same. Playback singing is more challenging because and I have been doing only that up till now. So how to sound different, like I said earlier, that's more challenging. I have never asked in my recording who I'm singing for, what is the song for. If I get the information, fair. If I don't get the information, then I just go with the lyrics, what the lyrics are saying and what the tune is saying. So that's how it has been for me. But yeah, when I do my when I did Here's Beautiful, and my upcoming song, which is going to be released on 23rd of April, it's a Hindi song. It's called Ye Ranjishein. So there, while I was singing those songs, I didn't feel any stress. I didn't feel, I didn't have to think about kya maine last gaya tha, it should be better. I just thought, okay, if I'm just sitting in my hall, my living room, and if I just have to sing a new tune, how will I sing it? How would it come out naturally? That's how I treated these two songs. And I think it just feels good, at least.
Okay. Shalmali, what about you?
Yeah, I feel like there's a Zameen Asman ka farak in singing for someone else for a film and singing your own song. I mean, and also singing an independent song that you have written and singing an independent song that someone else has written, penned.
Yeah.
That's the other distinction I feel, because my other Hindi, I don't write personally in Hindi yet, something I'm working on. But Ruka Ruka, Kalle Kalle have all been penned by other lyricists. And singing those songs were also, to some extent, quite like singing a playback song.
Yeah.
But singing Here Is Beautiful and all the other songs that I've sung, that I've written for the album, has been like, I need to just tap into where that emotion in myself was when I wrote it. What was I going through? Because some songs are a couple of years old. So I needed to be that person in order to sing it convincingly. But the feeling of ownership that you have over independent music is unparalleled. When you go into a studio to sing a film song, and yes, you want to try and understand what that character is going through, what your music director is telling you to do, and not do whatever you want alone unless he tells you so. And that is a different ball game. It is very, very difficult. It is still very different from going into the studio and saying, hey, I'm just going to sing my song today, and I have to like it.
Yeah.
I am my own music director. I need to like it, and if I like it, then the audience will like it. And so yes, they're both very, very different.
Okay. And as someone who has been a part of music reality shows as judges, do you think that judging a reality show sort of also gives exposure to the singer or a musician and opens up new doors? Do you feel that?
Yeah, for the contestants, yeah, all these reality shows are a big platform. They make them famous. People, they are, in front of the whole world in one episode, and you get all the fame, you get all the success because there is voting. So people will just, if they like you, they'll vote for you, and people are not going to be so technical about it. So that's why the artist, the contestant gets confused. you know, whether, so that's where judges come into the picture. But as a judge on these reality shows, I must say that I get to learn a lot. You know, whenever I've been a part of these reality shows, that's the only time when I get close to our people who we sing for, people who we are, you know, we've been singing for so many years, the fans, the people who follow you. You come close to them, you listen to them, and then unke saath saath you listen to a whole lot of other people who are so talented. You come to know that there is so much that is happening and you don't even know about it, you know, because people like me, I'm talking about myself, I don't really sit on my, you know, laptop and look for what's happening out there. So वो मेरे लिए बहुत कमाल का experience होता है when I get to see talent like right in front of my eyes. So that kind of learning and you know that exchange of you know thoughts वो बहुत ही precious है. You know, it just helps you. Yeah.
I'm gonna absolutely double that with Sunidhi, because just like she said, the learning is so much, and I think it's not only the contestants who benefit from being a part of those shows.
Yeah.
I feel like on Dil Hai Hindustani, Digvijay Singh, Pariyar, and Melody are two people who were contestants then, but who I collaborated with for my independent music. So I mean, that's where I found them. That's where I saw that, hey, I think I would like to work with you, you know. And I think Sunidhi has a similar story with one of the contestants that Sunidhi, you would like to tell who?
Yeah. So Divyansh, who's a beatboxer, who's a crazy beatboxer. I've never heard anyone like that. He, you know, after I did Dil Hai Hindustani, it was the same show, but a different season. So I, in one of the shows, I just called him and he was there, and I realized how amazing he is even on stage. And ever since he's been working with me for my live shows, he's been touring with me, and yeah, it's so nice to also invite somebody like that who not many people know, and you know show the world that you know this is what the real talent of India is, and you don't even know about it. And this person might be just out there, you know, globally so big, and I would be just so happy that I could be that one small bit, you know, that person who kind of introduced him to you know some amount of people. But it's his journey now. He's only growing, and yeah, it's a very good thing to help each other to just let the good music come out.
But again, you know, Sunidhi, I also feel like these people whom we mentioned, Divyansh, who you mentioned, Digvijay and Melody, are themselves hustlers. They didn't sit back. They didn't sit back after being on a show like Dil Hai Hindustani saying, "Oh, I've been on a show like this. Now, meri life ban jayegi." Which a lot of people probably get the feeling that that's what it is. That I'm on a reality show now. I don't have to do much. Now everything will be done for me, which is not this case. You have to hustle. Whether even a Sunidhi Chauhan hustles today. I have seen her hustle. So I mean, a contestant on a show must realize that also.
Absolutely.
Agreed completely. Okay, thank you so much, Sunidhi and Shalmali, for speaking with me. It was a pleasure chatting with you, and I'll be waiting for another collaboration like this one, like Here's Beautiful, soon.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Looking for it, we have to do one more.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.